Hey there guys, it's MALPS here, and I thought that I make this video to open up about some stuff about my mental health. And I apologize if I either repeat myself or if I stumble or something like that. It gets really hard to talk about stuff like this on camera or in recordings. Um, I don't know. I just thought that, I saw, Sean, open up about his mental health, like for the last couple years. That I've been on his channel and stuff like that. And, if you've seen the title, of this video, like 2023 so far, um, it has probably been the worst year I've ever been through. And I will explain why. So I'll explain stuff one by one. So first of all, I have health anxiety. Which I think Jack talked about, he has health anxiety as well. But in my case, my health anxiety, I worry so bad about getting sick in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's like way too freaking hard to see family, or if I'm about to eat something and it tastes off, or, especially like, with the milk, like I would check the milk and, even if it's not expired or anything, I would still worry if there's something wrong with it or something. I would have to ask, like, for freaking, like, reassurance and stuff like that. And for certain types of anxiety, like, you're not supposed to get reassurance, which at first I found that to be weird, but at the same time, it makes sense, because, if you feed yourself, like, too much reassurance, then, like, that's all you're gonna rely on and stuff, but, which, I'm guilty of, but, I mean, I'm not the only one, but, yeah, it's been really hard, to see family, like, even if this, like, whole thing, I'm not gonna say here, but even if this whole thing is, like, set aside now, it's still, I can't, go out to see family because, I'm too afraid that, I'll get some sort of illness. I did get sick this year, but, yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail, but, yeah, just, no, I can't, like, even if my family's perfectly fine, they've done tests and everything, they got vaccinated or whatnot, like, it's just, it's way too hard, like, if I was gonna see family or anything like that, it would have to be, like, through FaceTime or anything like that. I don't know, it's way too hard for me right now. So yeah, that's that. Anytime, and this links with another type of disorder that I have, and which I will explain in a second. Whenever I feel a physical sensation, like if my stomach hurts or my head hurts or anything like that, I would always automatically think that, oh my god, like something's wrong with me, like I have a sickness, like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw up or something like that. I'm like this is gonna happen and stuff like that. And this goes to the point where I talk about OCD. And that stands for obsessive compulsive disorder. I have that. I can't remember when I was diagnosed with it, but, so, here's the thing with my OCD. So, sometimes, well, most of the time actually, when my stomach would hurt, or something like that, I would think, or I would make these stories up in my head, thinking, like, trying to make sense, with where I'm going, it's like, I mean, even if there's like no germs like in the house or anything like that, I'm still thinking like, oh my god, like I can get sick or something like that. What I'm trying to say is like, if the food is off, or if I don't know, I obsessively worry about puking all the time. So if my stomach hurts for some reason, I don't know the reason, and I always want to look for certainty. Like that's the number one thing I want to look for. But the problem is, I mean, well, it's just an answer. Like certainty like doesn't exist. It doesn't really. You can't find that certainty anywhere, no matter how. So I don't know how to explain. I wish I can, but my mind's just kind of a blank right now. But yeah, and I wish it wasn't so blank. Again, it gets hard to explain these in videos like this, but um, basically, I obsessively worry. I'm gonna like puke, and I ask my my mom if I'm gonna like do that, and I ask for reassurance again, and it causes me to have compulsions if no one's like sure, or even if they say they are sure, then I still have compulsions anyway. um and I just keep obsessively worrying, it just won't go away. And all I could do is just like watch videos to drown it out or something like that. And stuff like that. Like I even worry about like obsessively like what am I gonna do in my day-to-day life, because things have been changing around me. Like I haven't been going out as much. Like I remember back like in 2018 I used to go to Club Educate and stuff like that, but it got shut down for like different reasons. And that used to like balance out my day and stuff like that. Like I would still have hard times, but it would balance out my day and stuff like that. Like I would go out, have fun with games, and then I would come back, be all tired and stuff like that, and be like, oh, I had fun today. But now with that shut down, and I just don't know like what to do right now. And plus, I mean, it's hard to go out anyway because I'm terrified as hell about getting sick from anybody, like even my own family. Even if they're fine, I'm still terrified. It's incredibly hard to get my ass out of the house. So, another thing, and I might have had this probably ever since 2020, but it really hit this year, which is I have clinical depression. In which that's another thing that I can relate to Jack too, because he has clinical depression. Um, and the reason why I know this is because I would have episodes of clinical depression from time to time. And the way that I feel it is I feel a heaviness in my head, and I would have the urge to cry, and I would just have the urge to completely separate myself from society, and just have myself be alone, and just feel like nobody cares, and nobody like even wants to bother like even speaking to me, or uh something like that. Any type of like depressing thought that comes to my mind, I don't know. But and yes, I mean it would get to that point. I'm not gonna say on in this recording because I don't want to get too sensitive about it, um but yeah, it would get to almost that point, but not quite. I mean, it would be just the thought of like, but in case if you're wondering, yes, I am seeing therapy for all this, but I haven't been, into therapy recently because, I mean, I've kind of lost hope in therapy actually working. Not that the therapy, yeah, not that the therapist is bad or anything, but she's really good. It's just that, I mean, we've been trying and trying over and over with the whole sleep schedule, like trying to fix it constantly, trying to get myself productive and stuff like that, and all that has been kind of failing. I mean, and I would have this thought so many times about giving up the process and all that, and I I posted that on Reddit because I do have Reddit now. I posted that somewhere on Reddit, in the GSC Reddit, and I asked, like, can you relate to this one thought? And then so many people said that they can relate to the thought, like, of giving up the whole process of getting better. So, like, thank God I'm actually not alone in that. But yeah, like, an example of my clinical depression, like, kicking in, I think, is like, the other night I was in a call with, like, two friends of mine, and we were just doing, like, a role play as normal, and but it just wasn't, like, going well because I was just having memories to how times were, like, so great back then, where I used to not care about anything in the world. Like, I would just be laid back and, just all, well, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just have fun with absolutely everything and stuff like that, but I don't know what happened. I mean, I guess I kind of just cared too much about things going well and going perfectly, I guess. I don't know, that's just my guess. That, like, when I'm in a call or something like that, I want things to be fun and stuff like that, rather than, just constantly, like, having the same things happen over and over, or just be boring or something like that. But it's the thing is, like, that doesn't matter. I mean, I mean, all that matters, like, in a call is that, like, you have friends that are with you. That's the thing, and I don't know why I always thought that, but... So, I was in that call, and then, I completely shut down. I felt that heaviness come to me, and I felt like I was gonna cry, and, I... Like, this certain friend told me, like, hey, you could be a voice actor for my series that I was gonna do, or something like that, and I kind of rejected it because I didn't think I was gonna be good at it. I didn't think... See, that's the thing. I'm really freaking hard on myself. Like, I really am. Like, so hard to the core that it's, like, hard for me to enjoy things that I want to do these days. Like, it's hard for me to make videos, it's hard for me to make edits, it's hard for me to do practically anything because I'm, like, so freaking hard on myself. And I just feel like I'm just nothing, really. I'm just, like, a nobody, and I'm, just, I'm just a human being, like, standing here with, trying to, like, find, like, what I want to do. I mean, of course, I like to sing and, stuff like that. That's still a passion of mine, but, like, there's some stuff that, I still kind of want to do every now and then. But I realize, like, I have to, like, take a break from it every now and then, because I've been doing it a lot over the years, like, the calming stuff. Obviously, I've kind of drifted away from that, because I've been, it's not as fun anymore. I've realized that. So I've drifted away from that, and other stuff as well, like, I've drifted away from. So it's really hard to figure out what I want to do in my life. Like, I still want to do, like role plays or stuff like that, but I just don't know, like, what to do. And, I've been, I don't know. It's been feeling like, like, my videos, I've been getting, like, too repetitive, and I really want to get, like, more creative with it, but I just don't know how. Like, it's just, my videos just don't feel like they're creative enough right now. I mean, the AI stuff has been helping. I've been kind of debating on, making, like, a series based on, like, my imagination. But I feel like that would be kind of repetitive as well, because, I feel like, there would be, like, some calming parts in there too, but I don't know. So, yeah, a lot of stuff's been going on this year. I feel completely, like, just, shut down by these things, and, you know, it's really freaking hard. So, I might have talked about some of these in a live stream before, but I just felt like, getting it out, and, this will probably be, just the only time, like, where I talk about it. Because some of this is really freaking sensitive, like, my, OCD and stuff like that. It's really bad. Just, like, worrying about things that you don't need to worry about is ridiculous. Like, there's, like, bigger things in the world that you might have to worry about, but not, you don't have to, like, worry about the constant fact that you might puke. When, in my mind it's just like, well, I mean, it could be anything else. Like, I have a physical sensation, and then my mind's just like, oh my god, like, it could be anything in the world. And I realize, I might have had health anxiety, like, ever since I was a kid, because, when my parents, would smoke sometimes, like, I always feared, of dying, from lung cancer or something, like, at a young age. Or something, so I might have had health anxiety ever since, I was a kid. I don't know, but it just really hit this year. So, that's that. So, yep, I have all that going on. It really sucks, and I wish, I didn't have any of that. I want to be myself, and I want to, not worry so much all the damn time, and just, enjoy things normally. But I don't know. Like, I'm so freaking hard on myself that I'm like, I get to the point of, like, being, like, subconscious, or that's not the word, I don't know, self-conscious? Yeah, self-conscious, yeah. Of, how I talk and how I say things, and, how I act. It's like, ugh, like, why do you act like that? And stuff like that. I don't know. But, yeah, it's like, I would get out the plushes, and stuff like that. Like, I would try to do, like, a role play, and stuff like that. Even that doesn't feel the same anymore. So, I don't know. That's why I've been trying to do, like, AI stuff more often, because, let's face it, I mean, I've seen a lot of, like, AI covers. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to do AI covers, like, on my channel, because that's the ingredient for, termination, but, yeah, I've seen those a lot on YouTube, and they're just a huge beat, and they sound really good. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I pretty much beat myself up to the ground, to the point, like, where I don't know what I want to do. And plus, I mean, I'm kind of in that point in my life right now, anyway. It's like, what do I want to do? Like, who do I want to be? Like, what, like, I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I explained everything, but, it's been like 19 minutes. So, yeah, I just thought, I open up about my, mental health and tell you, like, where I am right now and how things are going. And honestly, I mean, like, this has been going on for, like, so long. Like, some of the stuff, like, my depression, health anxiety, blah, 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 like, it's been going on, like, I'm so used to it at this point, like, I kind of feel like I deserve it and stuff like that. Like, when I say it out loud, like, that's ridiculous, but I don't know. I'm just kind of used to it. But yeah, I'm just hoping that, at some point, I'll, get better. I mean, I've been going to therapy for all this stuff, I'm on antidepressants as well, so, I have a new medication for, I think it's an antidepressant? I forgot, but, I haven't started taking that yet, but hopefully I will soon, cause, yeah, I want to be less sad, like, actually sad. Like, there's a difference between, you know, like, this, depression and, you know, being sad as a kid. Like, when you drop your ice cream when you're a kid, I mean, you get sad about it, but then you just immediately get over it. But with, you know, this clinical depression, like, it takes some time to actually, like, overcome it and stuff, so. Yeah. It plus means stuff in my day-to-day life. I mean, it's just full of repetition. It's like living in the same day over and over and over again. It's like, it's so dumb. It really is. At this point, I mean, I'm just complaining, but... yeah, so... I think that's gonna wrap it up, of me talking about my mental health and, you know, where I am, but, thanks for listening, if you stuck around through the whole thing. I'd really appreciate it. And, yeah. So that's gonna do it. So, yeah. This will be it. So, yeah. This is MALPS, signing off. Bye, guys, and, I'll see you guys in the next video, stream, or whatever video I do. So, bye.